You know, with so many of my colleagues up here telling you about acting, what I wanted to do was leave you with a message. This is Black History Month, and now more than ever, I'd like to talk about diversity. I'd like to talk about what we do. And I want to start off tonight by telling you something that you probably already know. We as artists have the power to change the world. We have had this power ever since early man recorded their lives for future generations by drawing on the walls of caves. We refined this power with the development of language and the tradition of storytelling. The written word extended our power even further. We took to stages in order to present this power to wider audiences. We made our own costumes and built sets. You've heard some of it today. We made instruments and music, and as our technology became more powerful, so did we, the artist, through radio, through the big screen, through the magic of television, and now through the internet. But the mediums through which we use this power are not the source of it. We change the world not because we have the biggest platforms or because of the patrons we support and who support us in our craft, but we change the world as artists because we have something to say. All art is built on empathy. What we do is important because through the stories we tell, we can connect with other human beings in a way that can't be achieved through simple conversation. Ever since the first metaphor, we have been telling stories because stories allow us to bring the audience into experiences and worlds they would never get the chance to see otherwise. We make distance into closeness. We make the impossible all too real. There are about 7 billion people on this planet, and we are 7 billion individual sets of thoughts and experiences. Empathy is how we connect these thoughts and experiences with each other. Without it, we could never have achieved, well, anything really. The ability to understand each other is the single most important technology the human race has ever created, and when mastered, the art of storytelling is the most effective version of that technology. The thing is, we as human beings learn best by experience. Sometimes simply giving information isn't enough. To truly understand something, we must on some level have experienced it. Stories don't just give information, they give the emotions and textures surrounding that information, the hidden data as it were. Remember, we have the power to change the world. So it should come as no surprise that as the popular avenues of art and storytelling have become more diverse, we have seen diversity become more respected in society. Hattie McDaniel winning the first Oscar in 1940 was important for several different reasons. It was important that women of color could receive any accolades from any institution where only whiteness was allowed to be recognized. We earned these accolades by acting in a major motion picture, a medium whose first blockbuster was the KKK propaganda film, Birth of a Nation, which was responsible for most of the enduring stereotypes Black people have had to deal with to this day. And it was also important because while Hattie McDaniel was able to break the color barrier of the Motion Picture Academy, she did it for a portrayal of a mammy, a servile and loyal servant of her white masters who was full of sage advice and love for them and none for her. This was in no way representative of the Black experience, but We had broken through, and we knew we had more work to do. We had to leave the characters like Mammy and Stepin Fetchit behind. We had to find ways to tell our stories, give life to characters who were more than faithful servants and comic relief. Actors like Sidney Poitier and James Earl Jones fought only to take roles that were multifaceted and characters who were more than accessories to the lives of white people around them. In the 70s, we started Blaxploitation era, a guerrilla warfare style attack on the mainstream entertainment industry. Crude and underfunded, these movies were the first time blackness was something to root for, a source of power instead of shame. But we still have more work to do. Spike Lee and Steve McQueen had to prove that black filmmakers could be every bit the auteur as their European counterparts. Denzel Washington and Will Smith had to prove that a black leading actor could pull in the big box office numbers. You see, we needed to see the unvarnished truth of our history in this country to be seen by millions of people on thousands of screens. Yes, we needed Roots. Yes, we needed Amistad. Yes, we needed Beloved. We needed Glory. We needed 12 Years a Slave and Boys in the Hood. We needed Fruitvale Station and Dear White People. But we also needed to show that our lives were not just a struggle, but pure poetry. We needed to show we could save the world just as well as any hero. We needed Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle to show it was much better to laugh with us instead of at us. We needed Pam Grier and Angela Bassett to show us how badass black girl power really could be. But our work is still not done. We need it now more than ever. We need Ava DuVernay and Ryan Coogler. We need Moonlight and Loving. We need Black Stormtroopers and the entire cast of the Black Panther. We need Chio Hadari Coker, Donald Glover, and Issa Rae to change what it means to make a black TV show. And still, we need more. We need more Ta-Nehisi Coates and Christopher Priest, more Kendrick Lamars and Chance the Rappers. We need more voices of color in every medium possible. We need more Riz Ahmeds and Marshala Ali's. We need more Into the Badlands and Transparents, and we need all of you. We need you to take every chance you get to say something, and really say something. We have the power to change the world. We have the power to put people in our shoes. We have the power to paint over the black canvas of ignorance with bold, beautiful color. And right now, ignorance has control of one of the biggest stages in the world. But the only emotion it can provoke is fear, and the only information it can convey is hate. History has shown in times past that our stage can be just as big. We have to use it now. That is, we have to continue to use it just like we have always done, to tell our stories, share our experiences, and most importantly, create empathy. Our greatest achievement, our power. We are powerful, and once again, we must use our power to change the world. I'd like to end this evening with a poem by the late, great Maya Angelou. It is simply called Human Family. I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious, some thrive on comedy. Some declare their lives are lived as true profundity, and others claim they really live the real reality. The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight. Brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. We love and lose in China, we weep on England's moor, and laugh and moan in New Guyana, and thrive on Spanish shores. We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ, but in major, we're just the same. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but my friends, we are more alike than we are unalike. I say we are more alike than we are unalike. Remember this, we are more alike than we are unalike. I thank you.